Shalom and good day all. This is Tehillim29 back again, ready to cover Fool's Gold once again. And who have we got in Fool's Gold? Of course, Brian Michael Bendis with issue 22 of Superman. Just to those who don't understand how Fool's Gold works, number one, I rate the cover as well as the art and the story, and also how much I think they're worth. As you can see there's a total of the artist, and as you can see there, I've also got the conversion price. Of how much this comic converts to. So this is $3.99 on shelf price. It's $7.95, but because I get it standing order, it's $7.15. So let's get to it. So let's start by rating the cover. Does this cover work inside the story? Most definitely. And it's nice to have a cover that isn't false advertisement. And in that, it does work well for the artists in this. So what about the internal art? Well, actually, I'm very surprised with the internal art. This is probably one of my favourite scenes within it. That plus a couple of others like this within the story. So both the rating for cover and art, 5 out of 10. To which I would be willing to give both the worth of $2 each, which makes it $4 in Australian dollars. Now, what about the story? To be honest, I'm really surprised at the story. It looks like Brian Michael Bendis is slowly showing that he's starting to do his homework. I guess in some cases, better late than never. Okay, let's go across the things that I personally like to look for in a story. Now, let's start with the simplest of things. Locations. Do we get locations? Yes, we do. In one location, we get to see the apartment of Lois and Clark Kent, as well as a place called Daxam. Very nice. We also get a bit of speak, or a bit of history speak, in regards to the planet of where Mongol comes from. Hey Bendis, I'm going to say this, good job there. I didn't think I'd end up saying this in a Fool's Gold review, but thank you, it's nice to see that. Cast of characters. Of course, we've got the main characters, Superman, Lois Lane, then of course we've got Batman that makes an appearance, and some members of the Justice League. Of course, Lois Lane, and we've got Agent Chase. Good job. Very easy to recognize. I appreciate it. What about time as to when this takes place? That's the only thing that doesn't turn up in this story. But you know what? I'm not all that worried about it, because even though it didn't point out when this takes place within the timeline, if it was, say, 1 or 2 months away, or 2 months after. Brian Michael Bendis managed to surprise me, this reader, with a fucking comic reference. Holy shit. Putting it bluntly. Good job for that. So, is this story a 10 out of 10? No, not a 10 out of 10. But I'd be willing to give it a 3.5 out of 10 because I can actually see some improvement in the storytelling. And I'll add another thing as well. Not you're starting to show that he can not use so much Bender speak, even though it's a little bit late on the bloody train with Superman, and also let the art help do some of the storytelling. So a 3.5 out of 10. Worth, I'd have to say, you get $1 from me. And I think this is the highest you're going to get. I would like it to be higher, but you've earned $1. So overall amount is $5. The artist gets the overall of the 4, and the writer gets the 1. Thank you heaps for the improvement. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And remember, let's keep it colourful.